Hey guys, it's Saru, and a few days ago I posted on my community section here on YouTube, on my channel here, anyways, on what you guys would rather see today. 3 options were given. One by a landslide, unfortunately. Blade and Soul news, and I do have some news, so let's get right into it. So before I begin, I want to say the following information isn't 100% pointing at Blade and Soul, but it's pretty much confirmed at this point. So we all know that Blade and Soul, and if you don't know, it's an open world martial arts MMORPG that's similar to that of Terra in some ways. Now, I've reported in the past that, well, the game is coming to consoles, mostly based on information provided by NCSoft, who, by the way, if you don't know this, will be changing their name to NC by September 2021. Now, as reported by MMO Culture, who actually reported this first before anybody else, they found out that the company was applying to change their company name in 2021. To NC from NCSoft. But anyways, yes, NCSoft previously announced that Blade and Soul would be releasing on consoles in one of their conferences. Now, I realize that everybody in here is probably like, wait a minute, you had Blade and Soul news and you were holding us hostage? You're not gonna share it just because you want to share Temtem? Well, yes. I don't know, I left it up to you guys. Now, with that knowledge in mind, and seeing that it's in their site, we recently learned in the Q4 2020 financial call by NCSoft that, in fact, the team told the press that, and I quote, multiple number of games are planned for next generation consoles, which is likely to be revealed next year. Now, according to the team that announced this, it would be, and I quote, expanding our MMORPG universe, whatever that means. You could hear it for yourselves here, which you can find the link in the description below.
From a longer-term perspective, the company is developing multiple AAA console games to be launched for a next-generation console platform. We are preparing to expand into new territories using our strong IP portfolio. We have no doubt that our portfolio will become more diverse and deeper over time.
So with that in mind, we already know that Aion 2 is coming to consoles. This is not a surprise. We learned this about 2018, I believe, and this isn't news. We talked about it in the past, and we also know that Blade and Soul, which again was talked about by myself and Tonic127, who, by the way, go check him out because he's been covering Blade and Soul since before I was even on YouTube. So check him out. Him and I, we are on that Blade and Soul console train. We're hoping that comes out. Anyways, and many others. But curious though, what other game could be coming? After all, Aion 2 is an Unreal Engine 4 game that will be both on PC and console, and Blade and Soul was recently turned from Unreal Engine 3 to Unreal Engine 4. I suppose it makes sense. Now, if the company is rebranding themselves to NC and they want to boost their branding with new games, it would make sense to accompany that with new titles on console. After all, it's an untapped fountain of wealth for the company. As sad as that sounds, it is a company, after all, where they have already played with the worlds of PC and mobile. So we know that next generation console games are on the way. We know they're extending their MMORPG universe, meaning either a brand new MMORPG such as Aion 2, but they did say that there is more than one game. A number of games, in fact. So we could be seeing NC starting to put their foot in the console world finally. We could be seeing Blade and Soul finally for next generation consoles as early as next year. It would make sense. Ultimately, they'd announce the game, a beta, everyone hyped for it, founder packs, and release the game around the same year, around Q3 or Q4. Again, nothing is concrete. No names mentioned, but let's be real here. Then again, they could do a 180 and completely f with us, but I don't know, maybe they'll come in with some racing game. Who knows? What do you guys think? Do you think NCSoft will be touching the lands of console and finally bringing Aion 2 and Blade and Soul next year? Or at least announcing next year? What other games do you think they even touch? Now, we know of Project TL, and we know Lineage 3, or Project LLL. And lastly, we know of Project A2, also known as Aion 2. We'll see. Let's talk about it in the comments below. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and click that adorable f***ing bell to know when I upload a brand new video. And don't forget to come join my Discord if you want to chat and hang out. Much love and as always, till next time friends.